Good morning. May we request everyone to please settle down so we can start this budget briefing.
This budget briefing is hereby resumed. Committee Secretary, please acknowledge the resource persons and guests present today from the Office of the Vice President.
Good morning. May we acknowledge the presence of the senior officials of the Office of the Vice President, headed by Her Excellency Vice President Sara Duterte, Attorney Zulica Lopez, Chief of Staff, Limuel Ortonio, Assistant Chief of Staff, Attorney Rosalyn Sanchez, Director for Administrative and Financial Services, Norman Baloro, Director for Operations, Attorney Reynold Monsayak, OVP Spokesperson, Attorney Emily Rose Torrentira, Head Legal Affairs, Mr. Kelvin Jerome Tenido, Chief Budget Officer, Julieta Villadel Rey, Chief Accountant, Caroline Lourdes Mangalili, Chief Planning Officer, and other officials of the OVP. Likewise, we also acknowledge the following House members who are present in the budget briefing. We have on the list Deputy Speaker Christine Singson Mihan, Deputy Speaker Isidro Ungab, Senior Deputy Majority Leader Ferdinand Alexander Marcos, Deputy Majority Leader Antonio Tonipet Albano, Deputy Majority Leader Lawrence Defensor, Deputy Majority Leader Janet Garin, Deputy Majority Leader Wilter Palma, Deputy Majority Leader Marlene Primicias Agabas, Deputy Majority Leader Jose Bong Teves Jr., Minority Leader Marcelino Libanan, Deputy Minority Leader Franz Castro, Senior Vice Chair Stella Luz Kimbo, Vice Chair Claude Bautista, Vice Chair Claudine Diane Bautista Lim, Vice Chair Ching Bernos, Vice Chair Rachel Margaret Del Mar, Vice Chair Romeo Momo Sr., Vice Chair Maria Carmen Zamora, Representative Drixie May Cardema, Representative Edgar Chato, Representative Jaime Fresnedi, Representative Dante Garcia, Representative Mark Go, Representative Agustina Dominic Pancho, Representative Salvador Plato, Representative Ray Reyes, Representative Arlene Brosas, Assistant Minority Leader Marisa Del Mar Magsino, Representative Jose Stephen Paduano, Representative Loreto Acharon, Representative Jebjeni Vicente Emano, Representative Raul Daniel Manuel, Representative Roman Romulo, and Representative Lord Alan J. Velasco, and likewise Representative Lorenzo Noel. That's all, Madam Chair.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed colleagues, and distinguished guests, magandang umaga po. On behalf of Speaker Martin Romualdez and our Appropriations Chair, the Honorable Zaldico, let us all welcome Her Excellency Sara Z. Duterte, Vice President of the Republic of the Philippines, and the senior officials of the Office of the Vice President in today's budget briefing of the Committee on Appropriations for fiscal year 2024. Today, we gather here to deliberate upon the programs, activities, and projects of the Vice President in pursuance of its mandate to serve and create a lasting impact on the lives of the Filipino people. As reflected in the budget documents submitted by the OVP, its proposed new appropriations for fiscal year 2024 amounts to 2.374 billion pesos. The budget supports programs and projects envisioned to bring the OVP closer to the people and provide immediate access to the services of the office through its satellite offices in BARM, Isabela, and Region 5. Once again, I express my gratitude to all present here, and I eagerly anticipate the productive discussions and exchanges that lie ahead. Maraming salamat po. At this point, I would like to introduce to you the lead sponsor of the budget of the OVP. We have the Honorable Vice Chair Maria Carmen Zamora, and the co-sponsors of the OVP budget are the following. We have the Honorable Tony Petalmano, the Honorable Len Alonte, the Honorable Claudine Diana Bautista Lim, the Honorable Ana Marie Valeraza Suarez, the Honorable Ted Harasco Jr., the Honorable Claudio Bautista, and the Honorable Eric Goyap. So at this point, I yield the chair to the Honorable Maricar Zamora.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Good morning, distinguished colleagues, agency officials, and Her Excellency, the Honorable Vice President, Sara Z. Duterte. We welcome everyone to today's fiscal year 2024 budget briefing for the Office of the Vice President. Let us take this opportunity to educate ourselves on the agency's proposed programs, activities, and projects for fiscal year 2024. And in the interest of time and efficiency, we yield to the good office for its presentation. May I recognize Attorney Zuleika T. Lopez to proceed with the presentation.
Good morning, Your Honors. But at this juncture, may I call on the Vice President for her opening message. Go ahead, ma'am.
Thank you. The Honorable Ferdinand Martin G. Romualdez, the Speaker of the House of the Representatives, Senior Deputy Speaker of the House, Deputy Speakers of the House, Chairperson and members of the Appropriations Committee, other members of the House, ladies and gentlemen, mga kababayan, Assalamualaikum, madayaw ug maayong adlaw kaninyong tanan. Magandang araw sa inyo lahat. We are here to propose our budget request of 2.3 billion to support our operations, continue our programs, and extend the reach of OVP services throughout the country. We have prepared an audiovisual presentation to provide more details on our plans and programs for fiscal year 2024 and our accomplishments for the past year. May I request the Secretariat to present our AVP. Thank you.
Right after her assumption to office, Vice President Sara Duterte initiated the establishment of satellite offices in strategic areas around the country. The decision was guided by the vision of the Office of the Vice President to reach, serve, and create a lasting impact on the lives of Filipinos. The satellite offices were established for OVP services to become accessible to Filipinos outside the National Capital Region. Starting July 2022, the OVP satellite offices in Bacolod, Cebu, Dagupan, Davao, Surigao, Tacloban, and Zamboanga opened their doors to the public. This year, the satellite offices in Isabela, Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao, and Region 5 were also opened. 2 extension offices of the Public Assistance Division of OVP were also opened in Lipa, Batangas, and Tondo, Manila. The 10 satellite offices and 2 extension offices complement the functions of the central office in Robinson Cybergate Plaza in Mandaluyong. 2 of the services, mainly accessed by the public, are the Medical Assistance Program and Burial Assistance Program. Funds used to implement these programs were covered by the total allotment released in 2022 for the OVP, amounting to 973.21 million pesos, of which 898.47 million pesos had been obligated to ensure the success of their projects. Members have so far qualified to become recipients of the Magnegosyo Taday funds. The OVP is evaluating more than 200 Magnegosyo Taday applicants. In May this year, OVP launched the Pagbabago, A Million Learners and Trees campaign. It is the three-pronged initiative that underscores the value of education, oral health, and the protection of the environment. From May to July, the OVP distributed 11,108 bags. But even before the campaign was officially launched, Vice President Sara Duterte had already given away 8,640 Pagbabago bags to young learners during her provincial visits. In total, 19,212 bags were distributed to learners as of July 31, 2023. By the end of 2023, the OVP will be able to distribute 180,788 bags to learners nationwide. Meanwhile, through the satellite offices and partners from the government, communities, and private sector, the OVP has so far planted 34,137 trees in various parts of the country since January 2023. to prepare hot meals for responders and volunteers during disasters and calamities. These trucks are also used to distribute the funds to the beneficiaries of the Pansarap project. The Pansarap project is a food supplementation project that addresses malnutrition in school children nationwide. It was first implemented in Tamugan Elementary School in Davao City and Nuro Central Elementary School in the town of Upi in Maguindanao. For 120 days, undernourished learners were given Pansarap buns packed with vitamins and other minerals essential to the growth and development of children. 69,635 Pansarap buns were given to 733 malnourished children in Davao's Tumugan Elementary School for 95 days. In Maguindanao's Nuro Central Elementary School, 47,880 Pansarap buns were given to 1,064 malnourished learners for 45 days. Early assessment of the impact of this intervention showed remarkable improvements in the weight of the beneficiaries even before the completion of the 120-day implementation period. Pansarap will also be implemented in 20 other schools nationwide with the highest incidence of malnutrition. Inextricably ingrained in the OVP initiatives are the aspirations for the empowerment of communities, the promotion of education and patriotism, and the advancement of a peaceful, secure, and stable life for Filipinos. Vice President Sara Duterte's provincial consultations with various sectors fundamentally bring to light problems such as insurgency, terrorism, illegal drugs, and other factors that invariably contribute to the worsening condition of poverty, injustice, and security. These local engagements open doors for security assessment, confidence building, and active community participation, eventually setting the ground for strategic formulation of programs and their successful implementation down to the grassroots level. Since January this year, the Vice President has had 245 events and meetings. 40 of these were diplomatic engagements with foreign envoys and dignitaries, where the Vice President promoted goodwill, explored more opportunities for cooperation, and strengthened existing bilateral relations. It also covered her official trips to the Kingdom of Brunei Darussalam and Singapore in June as the new president of the Southeast Asian Ministers of Education Organization Council. The rest of the engagements were undertaken with various community groups, local government officials, security sector, and school personnel.
Madam Chair.
The chair recognizes Senior Deputy Majority Leader Sandro
Yes,
Marcos.
in line with the long-standing tradition of giving the Office of the Vice President parliamentary courtesy, I move to terminate the budget of the Office of the
Object.
Vice President.
I object,
We have
Madam
a motion
Chair.
duly seconded. We have a motion duly seconded for the termination of the budget of the presentation of the
We
Office of the Vice
object,
President.
Madam Chair.
We have
we
a
object.
motion for the objection. The chair now calls for the division of the House. Those who are in favor for the motion to terminate the discussion for the Office of the Vice President, please raise your hands. Secretariat is requested to please count the votes. We have 21 members of the Committee on Appropriations manifesting for the approval of the motion. The chair declares for the motion to terminate the presentation of the budget approved.
Madam Chair, may we have a manifestation?
Let us
May I
proceed.
have a manifestation,
This chair,
Madam Chair?
would like to turn over to Senior Vice Chair Estela Kimbo.
Madam Chair, may I manifest, Madam Chair?
Madam Chair, we have already suspended, terminated the presentation. And the,
Point of order, Madam Chair. May I explain my vote? Why I would like I do not like that the budget hearing of the Office of the Vice President be terminated. I know we have the rights as a minority bloc, Madam Chair. So may we explain why we vote no?
with all due respect, this representation would like to request Honorable Castro to just please submit the manifestation to the
I
Committee on
object, Madam Chair.
Appropriations.
So,
And the
can I
budget
have the floor,
presentation
Madam
has already
Chair?
been terminated. So we would like to
So, Madam
request
Chair, hindi
Her
natin
Honor
ito
to submit the
inaasahan.
presentation.
Madam Chair, yung ganitong
And once again,
proceedings.
this budget briefing
At
is
meron
suspended.
po tayong meron po tayong issue na dapat na pakinggan ng ating taong bayan at masagot ng Office of the Vice President. So, Madam Chair, kaya talagang kailangan maipaliwanag itong 125 million. At sinabi naman sa statement ni Vice President Duterte na mag-explain. So, Madam Chair, I have the right to explain why I voted no. Kailangan malaman itong 125 million na not confidential fund pero ginastos ng Office of the Vice President at kung saan